welcome to Virtual Tarot. It is the month of February and we are in our den. We would call it the opium den, but it might not be PC. But this is actually the love den. We're taking a little journey back to the 70s when things were a little bit groovier.
The music was at least better.
American style, truer than the red, white, and blue. Love American style.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And so we're going to read for you.
Oh, we forgot. I'm Ava.
Oh, ho, ho, and I'm Trudy.
And this is your forecast. Oh, let's recap a little bit for Taurus.
We'll do a little bit of a recap. And so last month, Taurus, you may have found emotional fulfillment within the family. You had the Chariot reversed. Things weren't going exactly the way you had planned, maybe from a career standpoint or from a love standpoint. Things were breaking down a little bit. But you did find your happiness. I believe they had the 10 of Cups.
Oh, at the end, family reunion, family solace, and a decision had been made concerning the heart. Yeah, so at the end, it was good. So let's just see.
Yeah, let's
Again,
see.
This is spontaneous. I'm going to show you this.
Yeah.
We shuffle right here in front of you.
Yeah. It's a 4-card spread, as we always do. It's our signature spread. And I just wanted to point out it was really groovy, cool dress. She's wearing Diane von Furstenberg from the 70s. I mean, how much better does it get? Isn't it great?
I feel absolutely retro.
She is. And so anyway, so we're going to do a 4-card spread. First card is the overall environment of the month. And then at the end, we will give you a wrap-up.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Okay.
All right. So the energy of the month of February is the Devil upright.
Wow. Taurus. The Devil
Taurus
upright for February. So materialism is the
concern.
Overall, overwhelming
concern of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Devil, which comes up a lot.
Which does.
Yeah, and it actually is coming up a lot this month.
Oh, it has. Yeah, for other signs as well.
Yeah, the Devil's coming up, and it is sex, drugs, rock and roll, and food, and since it is February, maybe you're going to get some sex.
Now, yes, it's passion. It's your passion, and sudden passion, flared up passion.
It's pan.
It's pan, but it's also, and I realize that there are many aspects to this card, but it's the control of your emotions as well. So keeping your temper, keeping your sense of proportion in your relationship, giving and receiving of love equally, not being too aggressive or overbearing. Taurus is a strong sign.
Yeah, it is. Or too focused on getting your needs met.
Yes.
Within the relationship the way you would like for them to be met.
Yes.
Because Taurus has a pretty strong idea of how they think things should be based on the past.
But they are a sign that is in love with life and the better things of life.
That is true.
And so it's the acquisition of these better things of life that might be your concern.
And how far are you willing to go for those
things?
That's
right.
Yep.
So,
your
next
card.
In the position of challenges for the month of February.
Yeah. And what is it we always say in Virtual Tarot?
What is that?
Forearmed is forewarned. No, wait. Forewarned is forearmed. Whatever. Either way.
That's cute. Forearmed is forewarned. That would be a hard thing to do. But
maybe for Taurus, that's
maybe
actually
for Taurus,
true.
It's probably true because they are armed.
Yeah, they are armed. Okay, so change, and there is big change coming for you. Big life change, life changing event or events.
Yes.
Your life is about to change. So that is really the challenge. How to deal with, how to stay in balance.
Right.
How to
let go of the old.
Yeah.
You have to let go of the old totally.
Yeah, yeah.
So your challenge is not to hold on to things that are traditional or that you're used to. A hard thing for Taurus to do.
Yep, yep.
Because they can get into a rut rather easily. When something works, they don't mind doing it for the rest of their life.
Right, right.
So,
but you're not going to do this for the rest of your life.
No, but there's a rattling of everything that you do know at the moment that you've traditionally set for yourself. There's a rattling of that.
Right. So your challenge is to die to the old.
Die to the past.
Not easy to do.
Not for a Taurus. So that's quite a challenge for you this month. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
You have God.
And the unexpected, it's the moon.
No, but even more
Three major.
That's right.
Arcanas.
Three major. This is a heck of a month coming up.
This is your month. This month is karmic.
This is karmic.
This is the let go, let God month.
Absolutely. Your passion speaks. And the controlling of you, making sure your passions aren't rudely interrupting anybody else's life.
Right.
But we have the moon upright.
Right.
Which is a wonderful card.
Yeah.
It means, again, the moon represents change. And you were preceded by a card representing change. So this is emotional change. So you're emotionally changing and adapting to the physical changes that have occurred around you.
Yeah, yeah. And that, well, I think unexpectedly too, there's going to be sort of a sense of the moon is interesting.
Yes.
The moon is there's the sun, which warms us and radiates and wakes us. This is moon energy where you kind of slow down and you go.
It's reflective energy.
It is. It's time to reflect.
It's time to reflect.
It's quiet energy.
But it's reflecting on the emotional changes that are taking place in you. So it's removing yourself from the chaos around you, finding a little sanctuary so that you can reflect on those emotional changes that are taking place in you.
That's right. Yeah, it's a pretty cool
It's a beautiful card. So, and it's also a card of, really, I look at it as self-love, because the sun radiates out. It's about our relationships outward, and the moon is our relationship to ourselves inward. So it's giving yourself some time to become more peaceful, more centered. Then, because of the apparent chaos that's taking place, the passionate movement around you, and the changing up of your environment that's happening.
The total change.
The total change.
It's a death to the old.
The death to
the old. In fact, we were just talking about this. How death is interesting, because we've actually had people ask us, so what happens when I die? Where will I go? And some people will say, I'm afraid of death. And maybe because we read cards, people come to us with these issues. And we were just saying,
yes,
we die a little bit every day.
Yes, death is not a sort of a sudden process. In fact, we die to yesterday. We die to our past. We die to the person that we were. We resurrect ourselves every single day.
Which is the key to death.
Which is the key to
Before resurrection, there has to be death. So the death of the child that you were when you were 4 years old. The death of the mother that you remember when you were 4 years old. All of those things go away. And a new person, a new situation, a rebirth occurs.
Right, and that is what life is. It's change. And the maturation of a person is the ability to adapt and to accept the changes that occur both inward and outwardly. So this is what's going on for you, Taurus.
Yes.
It's a maturation process.
It's a major month. Major.
Let's see what happens at the end.
Yeah. Starting with sex, drugs, and rock and roll, which is the devil.
Oh.
And at the end, we
Very
have
good.
the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, if it's not a child,
If it's not a child.
it is a message about some sort of endeavor, energy, spiritual
Right. It's a spiritual renewal.
conquest.
Renewal too, because
Mhm. And there's a feather in your cap.
there's a feather in your cap. You've accomplished something. You feel as if you merit a reward for what you've been through and how you've found the internal strength to withstand the changes that have been taking place around you.
But in a youthful
In a
way.
youthful way.
Yeah, there's some sense of, I don't know, it's like a young energy.
A young energy. You've suddenly found this is probably the new person being born
Yeah.
from the old person that has died.
Yes.
So this new person is being born within you with new creative energy. You see things differently. You're seeing through new eyes.
Yeah.
And you feel a sudden burst of energy, creative energy within you at the end of the month.
So you have to die to the old passions. And from that comes this sense of reflection, this inner reflection. And the moon also warns us not to let our imaginations run away with
Oh,
us.
that's true too.
Because it is the card of the psychic.
That's right.
But you have to be prepared, because
That's right.
before you take that psychic trip,
Yeah,
you gotta know the dark is a little scary.
Well, because we are a creature of illusions. And we have, once you start looking inside, you might find things that are not so pleasant. So those unpleasant things are just as much a part of the composition of who you are as those pleasant things. So you need to have the maturity to separate yourself from what you're seeing and to realize these are illusions. They're not real. So,
But at the end of the month, there's this wonderful spirit that is reborn
right.
within you.
And you feel like you've recovered your lost youth.
Yeah, and it's really attractive.
Extremely. And you have a great deal of energy and people are really attracted to you.
Yeah, so it's a great month. Happy February.
Happy February.
We will be here to read again for you, Taurus, in the month of March. And we would we want to remind you that we're doing readings,
Oh, yes.
personal readings for you. We do these readings, of course, and please watch them and also go and check out your sign. We have psychic readings for the entire year for every single sign, so if you want to round this out, there'll be a link here that will direct you to that
Look down,
particular
down
video.
underneath us.
And but we are doing personal readings if you need our help in a specific area, anywhere from health to business.
To business, to relationship, to if there's that one burning question, or if there's some sort of emergency and you have to know right now what's happening with someone or something or anything in your life. So there's a whole panoply of kinds of readings for you and different price ranges too. So please have a look at
virtualtarot.wordpress.com.
.wordpress.com.
And if you want to see how these readings come together, check out our Facebook page. You'll see the link below as well.
The poetry.
Oh, okay, so it is the month of love.
Yes. Happy Valentine's Day, Taurus.
And we would like to share a new poet with you, and we will be posting her poetry, so please check it out and share yours as well on our Facebook
Oh,
page.
yes. We'd love to see some of your poetry.
And
Keep it clean.
yeah, post it on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/AvaTrudy Virtual Tarot. And we'll read some of it actually during one of our fan love sessions.
Yes, I think that'd be fun to read your poetry.
Yeah.
Share it with the world.
Yeah, so have a great month. It looks to me like you've got a lot of
Oh, what
pinning to do anyway at the end of the month.
Oh, it's
because the Page
exciting.
of Wands is a scribe. So
Oh, yes.
scribe away. We'll see you next month.
See you. Bye-bye, Taurus. Thank you.
Hey man,